Hi, Panda here. In this video we're going to choose our favourite games from the Wholesome Games Direct 2022. So Wholesome Games is an organisation that brings and presents all these different games from different indie studios that have more wholesome feel, more non-violent or puzzle games, adventure games, story games. There's so much of mixture of genres here and they're so different and unique, and that's what's so special. And Wholesome Games have been doing this the last couple of years and they've showed off some amazing games. So here's a few of our favourite games from this year's Direct. Enjoy! Mika and the Witch's Mountain is a beautiful open world look. Kind of gives me the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker vibes, but you play as a witch who's going to make parcel deliveries. It looks like a colourful, interesting world to explore. There's kind of this fun idea of trying to deliver these packages but in these interesting looking environments and being able to fly around on a broomstick, but there's some platforming action. It just combines all this in a nice looking setting and seems very pleasant, and I'm looking forward to playing it. 30 Birds has a definitely unique hand-drawn looking art style to it, but what really grabbed me here is that the environments, even though they're flat, seem to be on different shapes, like cube shapes, and when you reach the end you can go round the cube. This gave me vibes of the Link Between Worlds game on the 3DS, and a bit like in Mario Odyssey as well, where there's some sections so he goes round, and in some Paper Mario games as well. And I like this sort of two-dimension but stuck on like 3D objects where they just get to the edge of the world and then they go around, and I think this could lead to some interesting worlds and puzzles. Mail Time is a game we've seen previously on Wholesome Games. It is a beautiful 3D environment world where you play as a toadstool girl who delivers mail, and she runs around these interesting treetop environments and around on the ground. I just love this forestry look, and it's got a nice autumn feel to it. I'm looking forward to see which new environments they add and to see how this adventure goes. Spirit Swap with lo-fi beats looks like a nice chilled game. It's got some beautiful art, some interesting characters, and some also panel de pon style puzzle game. And I love panel de pon, so I'm always interested to see a new modern take on it, especially with such beautiful art and interesting characters. So this is one puzzler that's definitely on my list to get. Odada looks like an interesting rhythm tool. You get these different environments and the music's constantly playing, but if you drop down a house or a bird, and as the rhythm's playing, if you put an item down, it affects the sound and the music. I think this gives you the opportunity to make some interesting music and sounds, and it's nice free flowing, and you get to experiment just randomly changing objects on it and choosing different things to see how the sound turns out. Princess Farmer is a great puzzle game, and now they are adding a new update called the Guardian's Beach, where you get to go to this unique island, and instead of pulling out vegetables out the ground, now you're sorting puzzles out with shells. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more Princess Farmer, and this update is free coming this summer. Ooblets is leaving early access and coming out to full launch. Really looking forward to Ooblets. You go around, you collect these little creatures, you do some farming, this dance off, and this new trailer just shows how bizarre and wonderful all these different worlds and lands are. There's so much in this trailer to take. There's everything from a cyber world to mine carts. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the fun extras they've added into the full launch, coming very soon. Here Comes Nico is one of my personal favourites I've been looking forward to from Wholesome Games. It is a 3D platforming game, but with 2D characters. I love this 2D art on a 3D environment, and I think there's some really fun, interesting looking characters and cool looking environments. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this. This is definitely a must-have for me. Several members of the team are really looking forward to this. Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley. The art style just suits the Moomins spot on. It really looks like it's just come from the original drawings. The environments look amazing. There's great story, great characters, some puzzles. This is a nice chilled environment that you want to explore and adventure with Snufkin and discover more about the melody of Moomin Valley. Skim is definitely something very unique. So you play as this shadow type creature and they can only jump from shadow to shadow. So you kind of figure out like where to go, but the art is beautiful and I just love the idea of only being able to jump from shadow to shadow, like a bit like a child's game, but become reality. So this unique world, unique mechanic really stands out and I'm really looking forward to this one. Togs is this interesting 3D platform where you play as a Roomba type robot who can make blocks and clean up blocks, and you kind of have to use this to your advantage to access areas you couldn't get before or reach higher places, solve puzzles. So I think this mechanic of just being able to produce blocks whenever really makes you think like, how could I get over there? And I really love the art style and the look of the environments. Tracks of Thought is a game we've seen previously and several members of our team are really looking forward to play it. So you play as a bug, you're on this adventure on a train and you do battles through playing cards. So it's like a card based game, but there's lots of story and dialogue choices. I just love the art style of this. I'm really looking forward to seeing more and playing it. Snacko is a game I'm really looking forward to. We've seen it previously. It is a farming game of sorts, a bit like Story of Seasons, but you play as this pixelated cat and all the characters are 2D and pixelated, but it's in 3D environment, so it's definitely my cup of tea for this 2D in 3D worlds. But I love the look of it, the range of characters and this farming, and these farming games where the art style and stuff looks interesting just lures me in a little bit more than some of the others, so I'm definitely particularly looking forward to this one. The Wandering Village is definitely an unusual choice for me, as I'm not particularly into these city management buildment games, but this, you have this small village town on the back of a beast who's travelling the world. And I find this mechanic interesting. I'm curious to see how like the beast will interact with other beasts or the environment, what effects this has on the town and management, and how do these people live on this beast? Do they like go elsewhere? Are they restricted to just on the beast? There's so many questions I'm looking forward to getting the answers to and checking it out. Hamstrung Rails definitely has it all that I'm looking for here. It's got a Captain Toad looking style, aspect ratio to it, and you can rotate the world, you can build railway tracks, you're solving puzzles, it's a very cute hamster trains, and a Captain Toad aspect. I'm sold. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more about this game. Melodoni is an interesting, beautiful rhythm style game, just in the style of like Rhythm Heaven or Rhythm Paradise if you're in Europe. So you play out these different story scenarios and do different like mini games, but all the mini games go in the rhythm, like using a grabber claw but to the rhythm, or jumping on these mobile phones as platforms. But everything goes to the rhythm, so you got to do the actions to the rhythm. And I really like these interesting takes on rhythm games. Instead of just being like, here's some musical notes coming down a track, these are done really well and implemented into the story and into the art style. So I'm looking forward to playing more of this. Right, well that was just a few of our highlights from Wholesome Games Direct 2022. I want to say thank you to the Wholesome Games organization and for Jenny, Mary and Josh for hosting the Wholesome Games Direct 2022 presentation. I want to say thank you to our patrons and Twitch subscribers to help us keep doing these videos, and you can find out more information on how to become a patron in the links below. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. And hope you can check out some of these games. If you go to the Wholesome Games Direct website and the Wholesome Games website, I'll put the links in the description below. You can find all the links to the games shown today. So go and check them out and enjoy. And have a good day. Bye.